with the release of Season 2 of Marvel Rivals, there has been some major updates and changes and even new hero team-ups. So I kind of wanted to make a tier list to show which heroes are S-class and which are D-class. So let's start off with Doctor Strange. Obviously, everybody knows Doctor Strange is famous for his portals. His Eye of Agamotto ultimate ability is so broken, it's a stun ability. And as for his kit, I don't really think he does much damage, but he can basically like one shot a unit if he gets super close to them, and his meter is charged all the way up to 100. So I'm gonna put Doctor Strange obviously at S class. He's used mainly in most competitive game, every competitive game in fact, for to instantly teleport on the point and gain the cap. Next, we have Cloak and Dagger. Now, Cloak and Dagger has been majorly like underrated for season 1.5, but with season 2, her ultimate, everything disappears at one time. It no longer lingers over time. None of that. And her healer, if she's able to like heal herself with the bubble and everybody around it, I think it's so good, and it counters most divers to give you enough time to escape. So me personally, I think she's top three, well top two in season 2 for a strategist. So let's just put her right in S class. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not glazing. I just think that's how it is. Black Panther. Okay, let's get this out of the way. If you're not good at Black Panther, don't play him. Because you need to be an extremely good BP to get your resets for dashes. And if you don't get them, you're basically cooked. So put him at a good, I'd say A class. He's not an S because he doesn't do anything overpowered. Next, we have Black Widow. Black Widow, okay. I'm gonna put her at B. Now, why put her at B? Her ultimate, it slows down units so you can hit your primary shots better. But the thing is, with her shots, even if you hit a headshot, if you're not damage boosted, it will not insta kill any character in the game. So you'll basically have to hit 2 shots in a row, which will be most likely impossible. Because the enemy team will most likely start healing each other really fast, and you won't have enough time to adapt to the situation. And her kit is basically sprinting, super jump, and I forgot the other one, but it's not very useful for, a game impact. Unless you're hitting your like crazy shots, it's not too good. Next, we have Captain America. Okay, this demon belongs in A class. Okay, first, his ultimate grants shield to anybody who walks along his ultimate trail. This guy can stay on the point for over, let's say, a minute to be exact, without any healers, any help. If you're a good Captain America, he is obviously S class, but overall, I think he's an A class because his abilities don't do much. He just walks around. His damage isn't really that high. He just blocks damage. He's a tank. He just leads the way, which is Captain America and his abilities. So I think he belongs right in A class. Next, we have Groot. Okay, this demon obviously belongs in S class. As soon as you get walled off, I promise you, you're not seeing the day of light ever again. This guy, ultimate, he can trap the entire team into one singular spot where everybody can attack, and you're basically dead. And he can even place a wall behind the ultimate where you basically just die constantly over and over from getting hit by the walls. Added on to your teammates' damage, so that's basically insane. He's almost banned in every ranked game, so he's obviously up there as S. I even think his balls give Groot extra damage. I'm not sure though. I've never really played Groot, but I know he's super OP. Next we have Hawkeye. This guy obviously belongs in A class. He can literally one-shot characters in the game, melt tanks. He's just super insane. He even has an ultimate ability where everybody shows after images, so you don't really have to aim at all. You can just literally shoot their after images, which will be in one spot for like 1.5 seconds, I think. And that's insanely to adapt. If you have a good Hawkeye in your game in competitive, trust me, you want to be banning this guy every single time because he will be one-shotting you most of the game. Now, he's not really too much overpowered to go in S because his kit abilities only apply to him, and it's not really much of a game changer, so A class. Next we have Hela, A class as well. She does good damage. I think you have to hit the body 3 times in order to kill a regular person from 250 HP. Unless you have super good aim, you can hit 2 shots with a headshot to instantly kill somebody. But chances of that aren't likely high unless you're a really good Hela main. Her ultimate is a really good game changer, but it can be easily blocked by Strange. So it's kind of like a double-edged sword, or whether it would be useful or not. And her kit is mainly for, closing in enemies in on a specific spot and aiming for headshots. So I think she's an A. Next, we have Iron Fist. I'm not gonna lie, this is just a personal experience. I don't really know if Iron Fist belongs in A class or S, but he is super good at like holding down a specific point. I think if you even like hit this character, it activates like his armor abilities. I've never played him, so I can't really say an opinion, but he's obviously A class and up. I don't think he deserves B. His kit only caters to him. It isn't a team catering or like a game changer ultimate, but he is insanely good at holding positions and fighting enemies 1v1. He will most 8 out of 10 times will not lose. Next, you have Iron Man, A class, mainly because of his ultimate ability. He can cancel every single heal in the game if he hits his ultimate. And I think he does really good damage with the burst. And he could easily eliminate flyers with his gamma charge. Well, not the gamma charge, his other ability, which he like shoots out a beam from his chest. It is really good to kill flyers with that. And overall, I think it's a good character. But if you're not too good at him, then he obviously is below A class. But Iron Man is definitely A because of his ultimate. Jeff, okay. It's kind of hard to rate Jeff depending on the player, but I think it's B. I don't really know like where to put him to be honest. I don't want to put like a bunch of characters in an A to be honest, but I think he deserves to be an A. He's not S. Okay, here's why Jeff could be a double-edged sword. If you don't hit your ultimate and swallow the whole team, then it's obviously not S. And that doesn't happen too often. So he's A class hero. His bubbles immediately restore like about 175 HP. I'm not sure. It also gives you a speed boost, which is really nice. And he's a good diver because he can like heal himself constantly, but he isn't a DPS character. Um, his what do you call it? And where he shoots water and it heals your allies. It does do a lot, but it isn't like enough to be honest. But he's a good character. With the Luna team up, he's also very broken because it can slow down enemies and do a ton of damage. So Jeff is not to be slept on. He's a reason why most people play him. So I think he deserves A, not S. Next we have Loki, S class. Now you might be wondering why, Loki at S. Well, Loki can obviously copy any ultimate ability in the game. And he's just too overpowered. He has an ability where you can literally infinite heal on ruins unless it is destroyed, which is kind of insane. He can make clones of himself to do extra damage and heal enemies at the same time, which most healers don't have. So he's a very broken character. He is who Adam Warlock mains wish he could be. But Loki is a very good strategist. He can even go invisible to run away and leaving a clone behind. It is very, very broken. So he definitely deserves S. Luna Snow. Now everybody's been saying that she is the best healer in the game because of her ultimate ability. Well, I'd like to differ that. I think she belongs in A. Reasons why, she can move around, so it's not very easy for her to get Magneto ulted and cancelled or Iron Man because she doesn't stay in one spot. She can literally move around. And she can also put her idol on any character in the game, so she doesn't even need to be around them to heal them, which is very good in my opinion. She can also freeze divers when they're attacking her. She has an ability where she does like a ton of damage. I think it's about 75, and also heal herself at the same time, and also healing the person who you have your idol star onto as well. She's very good, and I think she's a very unique hero. As for her team up ability, it is not too good in my opinion. I don't think I've seen anybody use it, but it's probably just like a knockback ability. I don't think it puts her on S, but she's definitely an A class. Next, we have Magic. Now, Magic, okay. How I'm feeling, Magic could be a B. She could be better, but most of the times, okay, I don't know how I feel about this putting Iron Fist above Magic to be honest, but Magic, she does good damage. She's a good dive character. Her ultimate ability, I think she can kill through Rocket's ultimate now. I'm not sure because like it does lingering damage. If you can like get him fast enough, it is really easy to kill through Rocket's ultimate now. So I'm not sure about that. She's also a tank killer. Yeah. I should put her in A to be honest. She doesn't belong in B. She's a very good dive character. She also regenerates shield constantly by using her abilities. It's just super broken. She's like a mini Captain America. And she can basically one-shot units as well. I forgot about that. I haven't played Magic a lot recently, so I'm kind of like redeveloping all that information. But she definitely belongs in A. Alright, next we have Magneto. Obviously S class. This guy is a absolute beast. He can cancel mostly half of the most dangerous ults in the game, which is every single strategist will literally get obliterated by this guy. He can also shield himself, shield his healers so they don't get hit by another Magneto. It is super broken. He can block Scarlet Witch's attacks. This guy is insane. Okay. If you're a good Magneto and you can hit your shots, you do not want to be going up against this guy. He is very overpowered. There's a reason why his ultimate says Fear Magneto. Okay, now we have Mantis. Okay, I noticed Mantis did get a buff for like more healing, but that is not a good enough reason for her to be better. I'm not gonna lie, they need to buff Mantis's healing um to like a longer effect or it gives more because it's not good. If you have two tanks on your team and you have a Mantis, most 10 out of 10 times the tanks are not going to get enough heals and they're going to constantly be begging for heals. Her ultimate's not that good either. I'm pretty sure most DPS can kill her through her ult, which is very sad. But she's a good counter towards divers. She can sleep divers, headshot them, kill them all on her own. But it's not a good enough reason to put her at an A class or S because her ultimate is so weak and her healing is so weak as well. She can also boost damage, but that's only for like Widow or Hawkeye and other characters. It doesn't really do much of an effect. So she's definitely a B character. Now Hulk, I think Hulk is an S class. I'm not sure though because he can. Okay, the thing about Hulk, what makes him S class, is the fact that he can like go through three transformation states and stay alive the entire time to give his teammates enough time to reach him to heal him up. See, with his first form, he has the Bruce Banner, and then he turns into Hulk, which gives him more HP. And then when he depletes that HP, he can then activate his ultimate to go into another form to above 1,500 HP. I'm pretty sure, which then you can literally like one shot, not one shot, but you do a ton of damage to anybody who's in your way. So you can basically like squad wipe an entire team if their healers aren't there and you're by yourself. So he's definitely an S class, and he even gives a team up for the gamma ray. So that is pretty broken. He's definitely an S class. All right, for our next character, we have Moon Knight. Hmm. I wanna. Okay, he's definitely an A. I don't want to underrate him because the thing about Moon Knight, his I don't know what this thing is called, but his damage attacks literally bounces from target to target. So you can literally attack multiple people at the same time. And he's a good counter for Loki. And Loki's an S class hero. So he's a good counter. If you're on overtime, you can literally activate his ultimate, and everybody on the point would instantly die now, especially since he's buffed in season 2. It is a good counter to most heroes, and I generally think he's just insanely better. Now, these are for the good Midnight mains. With the hero team up with him and Cloak and Dagger, he can go invisible and they won't know where to attack. So he can basically be cloaked for a certain amount of time and like do a ton of damage, ricocheting off each other. And he gets his ultimate super fast, which is really good. So he's definitely an A. Next, you have Namor. Everybody knows he's an A class hero. Reasons why, within season 2, his gamma ray squids literally locks on enemies and shoots like above 75 meters, I'm pretty sure. So anybody in the air will literally get obliterated. It's good to counter. He's a good hero to countering dives like Black Panther, Spider-Man and such, but he's overall just amazing. For Penny Parker, I think she's an A class hero, but I'm putting so much heroes in A class. I'm not gonna lie. These heroes are really good. Okay. Penny Parker definitely belongs in A. Wait, I'm kind of debating. Okay, I've changed my mind. She belongs in B, and this is why. So with Penny Parker, she can regenerate shield and health over time on her webs, and she can like do a bunch of mind traps and stuff. She's a really good character for defending. And with the recent update in season 2, she can now hit headshots and she can move slightly faster now. So it's really good. But the thing about Penny is she's sort of like a double-edged sword because you can have like a good setup, but once they easily get around that, it's super easy to kill Penny because she has like such a big hitbox and she can't really defend herself without like, yeah, she has no shield or anything, and it's very hard for her movement. So I don't think Penny would be a good tank to like solo or anything unless it's like a really small combined map like on the vampire map with the fox. She's really good, but on other maps she's not too good on attack or defending, but overall she's a good hero. She says not that great to be above A or S tank. Her ultimate ability, it really depends on like where the enemies have to go because the mines don't really track onto the enemy automatically. It takes like a lot of time for them to creep up on the enemy to do a damage. And even if they do hit them, sometimes they just doesn't hit the character entirely. So it is definitely a B. I don't think she has a team up. Oh, wait, she does with Venom, but it doesn't really help that much. I've never just seen any good Penny gameplay, so I just have to put at B. Next we have Saluki. She's a 5-star difficulty hero. Obviously, I want to put her at S, but the fact that so many people play Loki and she's easily countered by it puts her at A. Now, the thing about Saluki, she can go invisible, she does dashes, but the thing about her dashes is her cooldowns on the dashes are so long and they cannot reset. Now, she also has a new team up with Emma Frost. And to be honest, it is not that good. It's kind of like a 50-50. It distracts the enemy to not know which one to hit, but at the same time, you can't really get away unless you have like a dash or you can go invisible. Now, her primary attacks, I can't really say she can one shot an enemy, but it roughly takes her about 2 seconds to kill the enemy. I mean, that sounds good, but it's not really good because they can literally get healed up instantly if someone's like watching over them. And you would have to hit your shots perfectly in order to like one shot. So she's not really too much of a bad hero or a great hero. And her ultimate doesn't really affect the game. And I also forgot to mention for Namor ultimate, um yeah, it's really good. It puts the whale and you can't run on it either. I even forgot to mention that. But we're off in Neymar, so yeah. Next we have Adam Warlock. Okay. I think I put him at C. Okay, hear me out, hear me out. Okay, so Adam Warlock, his healing is good. He also has a team up where Star Lord and Mantis can self revive. But that isn't a good enough reason for him to be a better hero. The reason with Adam Warlock, he does healing, I think about 175 per click, and it has a major cooldown of like 10 seconds or so, but it's not entirely good. His ultimate revives people on point, is a good game changer, yes, but it's not really like impactful to the game unless you have like a super good hero backing him up. So he's not really good as a solo strategist. And his Soul Bond, you can counter Magneto with it. And most ultimates, I think Iron Man as well, but I'm not sure. But the thing with Soul Bond, it leaves your HP so depleted under 100 HP if you're taking a lot of damage from enemy teams that you won't really have time to recover unless you are instantly healed when the Soul Bond ends. Otherwise, you'll literally be obliterated. And that's not good. It's just so many better healers than him out there, and I don't really think reviving really does anything if you can't really get healed on time. So if you're not rocking triple healers, Adam's not the play. Next we have Punisher, puts him at B. He would be A or S, but Punisher. Okay, think about Punisher. You need to have a rocket on your team in order to like get the full effect out of him. Because he has infinite ammo, which can literally obliterate tanks or people in the sky, do a ton of damage with a shotgun for anybody at close range. But with his ultimate, it does a ton of damage. It leaves everybody to go to the side, get out of his way for like a few seconds. And once that's over, he's literally dead, okay? If you can't kill everybody within that span of 5 seconds of activate your ultimate, you're dead. And the fact that his ultimate can easily. Okay, the thing about his ultimate, Magneto can literally absorb all the bullets he's shooting and instantly kill him. But on the other hand, if he shoots the Magneto ultimate fast enough, he can literally cancel it, which is really good. And he can also kill Magneto, which is really nice. So it's kind of like a double edge, but his kit isn't that good. His damage is inconsistent. The healers can literally counter that so fast by healing each other up and like taking cover, but he's not really a good hero overall. Either that or I don't know. His turret ability, now that is a good case. His turret is really good. He can literally block up a path for like a good amount of time. It can literally shred through group walls as well. But I don't think that's a good enough reason to get him A or S. And the reason why is because with Punisher, it's so easy to like creep up on him and easily kill him. It's not something where you can like control the game massively by doing using your kit. I don't really know how to feel about it, but his momentum and movement is very good on the game. But I think he doesn't deserve A or S. Next you have Rocket. Now I know people have been glazing Rocket a lot, and me personally, I put him at B as well. Think about Rocket, you can do respawns in the game, which is really good. Um, so it can be like a major game changer, and you don't have to worry about like it being a 5v6 at the start of the game if someone dies early on. He can also do like a ton of damage, but his healing. Okay, think about Rocket. His healing, you can literally heal enemies from like 70 meters away, or like an infinite range away, actually. But it has to be precise now with the new update. It doesn't bounce off and heals them from like an insane range. You have to precisely aim it at them to do more healing now. And he's really good. Now his ultimate, I'm not sure. His ultimate overcharges everyone's shields to about like 400, but it can easily be countered by most ults that does overtime damage. So I don't really think Rocket would be like a good enough support character, even though he's widely used in games. This is my personal opinion. I just think he's not that good of a strategist, but he is a good hero to counter. Let's see. I'm not sure. If you guys have like divers, he's definitely good to counter. Yeah, he's good to counter divers. But other than that, it's not something you would wanna be playing most of the time. I know there's like a huge rocket like community out there, but it's just like not that impactful on the game, to be honest. It's kind of like between an A or B. I think we keep him at A, to be honest, because he has a team up as well, which is good with Punisher. Next to Scarlet Witch. Okay, Scarlet Witch recently got a buff with Strange, but I'm gonna put Scarlet Witch at C, and here's why. Scarlet Witch is not that good, okay? Of course, her thing auto tracks on enemies, but it doesn't do too much damage. Her explosive daggers or whatever she uses, it doesn't do that much damage as well, but it's good for her to like 1v1 a character or such, or to kill Jeff or other characters that are hard to track, like Iron Fist, Iron Man, any flying character in general. But her ultimate, 9 times out of 10, her ultimate doesn't even go off the entire game. The reason why is so many characters can literally cancel her ultimate by literally stunning her, or it can literally just hide behind a wall and it doesn't do anything at all. Even Cloak and Dagger can cloak her entire team to avoid being hit by her ultimate. It doesn't make her super powerful. Now with the Strange team up, I know it does like a ton of damage, but the thing about Scarlet is just it's not impactful enough in the game. Like with that team up alone, it will put her at B, but other than that, she's still at C class. And it's not really good. Now I know she does shift, so she like could be a good flank, but it can easily track her while she's shifting away. And once she gets out of it, they don't immediately start attacking back. They start running away. So it's easily kill her and follow her to her death. So she's not that very impactful to the game. I think she's a C. Okay, Spider-Man. Spider-Man definitely belongs in A. He's not an S class, but he's a good diver in general. If you're a bad Spider-Man, you obviously a D. But Spider-Man is so good with diving, he can literally shoot a web on a person, dive them instantly. There's a reason why he's banned in most competitive games. You can literally dive on them instantly, do a one-shot combo, and they're out of the game. And then once they're dead, he can literally swing back to his team. Now, Spider-Man also has a team up with Venom, but Spider-Man, I don't know. He's not that really good of a character to like fight a character one on one. He's more of like a hit and run character. That's really all he is. But with his ultimate, he can literally trap multiple enemies and kill them instantly. 2 or 3 heroes because they're usually grouped up together. So it's really good. And he's very impactful. He's a good hero, to be honest. So that puts him at A. Next, we have Squirrel Girl. Okay, Squirrel Girl. Okay. I don't want to put her at A, but I think she belongs there. But I am going to put her at B. Squirrel Girl, okay, she's a good long range attacking hero that attacks from like a very, very long range, and she does explosive damage. So it's not just attacking one person at a time, it's attacking multiple people. She has a team up with Spider Man, but I'm pretty sure I've never seen anybody use that before. Her ultimate, she throws a like a pack of squirrels, and they literally chase down your allies to kill you. Not your allies, but your enemies to kill you, and it can be easily destroyed. That's one of the most uh things that make her a B tier because you can literally destroy your ultimate so easily. But other than that, if you're in like a close environment, Squirrel Girl is so impactful because you literally can't do anything but run or like panic. but she's not a hero, which can be super impactful in the game unless you're like defending from like a super high point with a very long range of attack. She is very good. Next we have Star Lord. Okay, Star Lord is obviously an A class hero. There's a reason why most of these characters are like A class because the game is fairly balanced. His ultimate literally impacts the game so much that you literally have to save a healing ult for him most of the time. His ultimate literally fries about 4 to 5 people who are on like low HP, mainly DPS and healers. And he does like a spin attack, so it's really hard to kill him. And other than that, he can fly like super fast. He can get in there and get out super quick. It's a good character. You can also self revive if you have an Adam Warlock on your team, which is really good. And Starlord in general is just so OP. I remember seeing a clip of somebody instantly beaming a healer with one clip of his kit. I think they were on like 250 HP, I'm not sure. But he can literally one shot enemies, which is insane to say. If your aim is super good as Starlord, he is super broken. There's a reason why most people play him in competitive, but he isn't banned a lot because you have to be really good at Starlord to be a threat in the game. Okay, Storm was a dangerous threat in season 1. Okay, with Storm, I will put her at A. In previous seasons, she would be S. The reason why she's at A right now is because she she gives her teammates a boost of damage, which is really good. But the problem, what makes her not an S class hero, is because she's a flying unit. So most of the times, everybody's going to be looking up at you to kill you instantly. So you have to be aware of your surroundings. You have to play smart. You got to be taking cover most of the time. But other than that, her character in general is so overpowered. It is something you would want to be looking out for. She can literally give your teammates a speed boost or a damage boost. She has an aura field which does damage to anybody in the range to do lightning damage to them. It is so OP. I think Storm is literally top 10 in the game. But the thing is, she is so easy to counter. That's not what make her S class. And with her team up with Johnny, with the Firestorm, it can burn through any ultimate in the game. So it's super good. But that alone sometimes doesn't work because if they work together collectively to kill you, you'll instantly die. But other than that, her ultimate is so good. I kind of want to put her at S, but the fact that she's a flying unit and is so easy to kill, she's not that impactful in season 2 anymore. Next, we have Thor. I've never played Thor in my life, but I know he's a good DPS, not a DPS, like a DPS tank, yes. So I think I put him at A. I want to put him at B, but I can't really judge him like fully because here's the thing with Thor. There's so many good Thors out there. They can really control the game entirely by being insanely aggressive. If you're an aggressive Thor on your team, you will die 8 out of 10 times. He is so broken at this game. It is actually insane. He throws lightning slashes, something like that. He can dash. His movement is not that bad. He's basically a tank in general. Now, Thor, his ultimate, it is easy to counter it, so I don't think that makes him at S. I'm really tempted to put him at B, to be honest. He's not really that good either. You know what? I think I'm gonna put him at B. I don't even think he has a team up anymore. His team up was at Hela, which he can revive himself, but I've never seen anybody successfully pull that off. And I play competitive a lot, so I think he deserves to be at B. Next, we have Venom. Okay, this demon right here definitely belongs in S. He is the most insane dive character you would want to have on your team. With Venom, you can literally swing in places, get out of there. You can literally just distract the enemy team for the entire game. Take damage, swing back to your healers, heal up, go back in there, repeat the process. And it's so crazy because he can literally one-shot enemies with his ultimate, which is really good if you have like a damage boost on it. And I think his corrosion does like so much damage in general if you're on it long enough and you're not getting healed. He's an insanely good dive tank. So that instantly puts him at S. And he also has like the team up ability with Spider-Man and Penny Parker, of course. But him in general, his kit is just insane for distraction and like tanking in general with HP. Now we have Bucky in season two. Bucky in season two is not that good. I'm sorry. His ultimate again, yeah, it's not working, buddy. Everybody's playing Rocket, so he's not that good. If you're playing against a Loki, then yeah, you might be able to pop off with Bucky, but Bucky's not that good. I promise you. Everybody's not playing him. Um, he can obviously grapple people in, like do dash attacks, but I don't think that alone like puts him like an A. He's just not that impactful, to be honest. I think him and Punisher are like one and two in the same link. You have to really hit your shots with Bucky in order to be impactful in the game. Like, I don't know. Winter Soldier is definitely a B class. I don't know why people overrate him so much. He's not that good, I promise you. Wolverine, A class, definitely. He's not an S, but he's an A. Now, he's sort of like a mini tank. Actually, wait. Wolverine belongs in S class. And the thing about it, his passive, I think once he reaches like below 10 HP or like a 0, he gains like 100 and something shield. I've never played Wolverine, but he's insanely good. He can dive tanks towards your team so you can instantly kill them. He's literally a game changer, okay? There's a reason why he was banned most of the time in season 1.5 and even in season 2 because he's just so good. I don't think he got nerfed ever. His ultimate, you can grab a person and then launch onto another person and then instantly kill them like healers and DPS. It's just so good to kill them. So easy. Next we have Mr. Fantastic. I heard he recently got a buff, but the fact that he's an A is because he's so annoying and it takes some time to kill him because of his shield overcharge, and he has the ability where he can become invincible for a certain amount of time. So that alone makes him a good DPS character. And his ultimate, it's very hard to kill him out of his ultimate, so that's really good. His ultimate does a ton of damage. You definitely want to save a healing ultimate to counter him sometime. But yeah, I think he also has a team up ability with Invisible Woman, where he can also overcharge shield once again, like even more, which is crazy enough. So it definitely puts him at A. Now we have Invisible Woman. She definitely belongs in S. Reason why she doesn't have to like stay in one spot to use her. Okay, like Dagger, you literally dash, but the thing about Dagger, she can get killed through her ult out of like Hawkeye or Hela or Magneto. But with Invisible Woman, you can literally put your ultimate up and you can jump out of there and be invisible, and you're not able to be tracked anymore to be killed. So you can put that up easily. Her healing is one of the most strongest healings in the game, so you can literally put up a shield where they don't take damage and they get healed over time, and it can literally slow enemies down if they walk past through it. She can literally push and pull enemies off the map, which is insanely good. She has a vortex ability, which does damage, and you can literally kill a character 1v1 if they're not that good. But yeah, other than that, she is a good character. She also has the team up passive ability for most Fantastic Four characters. So she's definitely an S class. Next you have Thing, puts him at A because Thing is not a shield tank, and if you run into the openest Thing, you're gonna get fried instantly and die. But the thing about Thing, he does so much damage. He's a good counter to dive characters, and it's just so good. His ultimate stuns a ton of characters, so it's really good to have a Thing on your team if you're having trouble from BP, Jeff, Spider Man, Venom, and even. It is so good to have a Thing on your team to counter those characters. But If you're running in the open, you're gonna get beamed, and he's gonna die from Punisher and Rocket team up ability with the infinite ammo. So he's immediately gonna get fried. If you're not playing close quarter maps, he is cooked. Next we have Johnny Storm. I don't put him at B. He's not very that much impactful in the game. His ultimate is easy to avoid. His damage, it doesn't do that much, but unless he focusly targets you with the stomp, then you would die. But you're not gonna die from flames. You're just gonna take damage constantly over and over. It's more of like a lingering damage, which he does, which is burn. But he's not a character which can like kill you one on one. He's in the air most of the time, yes, at the maximum height, because that's what people play him as. He's not really up at close encounters. So yeah, but his team up with Storm makes him a good assist character in the game. I think that's what they made him to be. But pretty much it. That's Johnny for you. He's not really an A or a S. Next we have new Emma Frost. Now Emma Frost, I don't think she's an S, but she's definitely an A. She could be an S. The thing about Emma Frost, she does a beam attack, but the beam attack doesn't do that much damage. I think that's because they want to balance the game, obviously. And the charge up is so slow that it's not that much impactful either. But with Emma Frost, her ultimate, it does mind control, or I don't really know what it is. It brings in the targets towards you, but if you're behind a wall or anything, you literally avoid it so easily. But if you're caught in it, you're taking a ton of damage. You can't defend yourself. You're easy kill, especially for healers. You're literally dead to this instantly. Her diamond form literally one-shots enemies, which is insane. By enemies I mean DPS, obviously, and healers. So not talking about tanks here. But yeah, you can literally kick, do knockback to your enemies, which is insanely OP. Ember Frost, I don't really know how to rate her, but she's definitely an A. I don't think she deserves to be S because of the fact that her beam, her primary attack, does little damage. So it's not that very good to counter. And next we have Ultron. He's obviously not in the game yet, so we're gonna put him at D. I know he's a healer character, but it's not that impactful either. I don't even know what I'm saying. So yeah, that's the tier list. For S, we have Doctor Strange, Dagger, Groot, Loki, and everybody else. Yeah, this is my tier list. I think it's fairly balanced and like good. I don't know. This isn't for season two. This isn't like in general. These things will get changed over time. But for season two right now, this is the most accurate. I wouldn't say accurate, but it's kind of mixed with my own personal opinion. Tier list. But other than that, yeah, I think this is it. So yeah, let me know what your thoughts in the comments are. Who you think would be S, A, or B? If any character should get ranked higher or lower. Yeah, that good stuff. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section below.